Hi, it's Trixie Mattel, and today it's time to recap my favorite makeup products of 2021. Hi, it's me, Trixie Mattel. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm a world-famous drag queen with a passion for makeup artistry. Look at the earrings. They're little easy makeup earrings. Aren't they cute? Purple banana, thank you. Aren't these adorable? And then look at these incredible Amanda Lepore gloves. I believe they're from Patrick Church. Look how cool they are. Oh. Anyway, I'm getting too excited. I thought it'd be fun. As we're filming this, I am in my home in Los Angeles. There's a COVID surge raging. So I decided to sit here and talk to you guys about some of my favorite products of the year. I got a whole box. I had to think about this a lot this morning. Oh, Gucci, rich. Actually, there's nothing rich about reusing a box. Rich people don't do that. And I would know because apparently RuPaul and Jimmy Kimmel said that I'm very rich. Which, RuPaul calling me rich, as if RuPaul is some little latchkey kid, boxcar child. Yeah, okay. But I got a bunch of stuff here, and I thought about this morning, I thought like, what stuff do you really use every time? What stuff do you use that is so perfect you don't even think about not repurchasing it, or like it goes everywhere with you? So I thought we would recap some of the faves, some of the stuff that we're bringing into 2021, because I'm ready to start fresh. But that doesn't mean that I can't bring some of my little girls with me. So let's just start recapping. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we have new videos every single week here. I don't see other people on here. Actually, there's a lot of other YouTubers, but I don't see well, there's a lot of other drag queens too. Just subscribe. I'm not your mom, but I am Trixie Mattel performing for free for you on the YouTube. So let's get into it. First product, these are in no particular order. Albolene. My God, do we love her. This is Albolene. If you've never used it, moisturizing cleanser for young looking skin. It's an extremely, I don't want to say oily in a bad way. Oily, goopy, jelly, slippery. It just eats through makeup. If you're somebody like me who wears like a full fluid ounce of liquid eyeliner every day, something like this is a blessing. This goes everywhere with me. Huge jar. One of these, I'm not kidding, one of these will last me a year. I mean, a whole year. You can get them at CVS, rub it on your face, all your makeup suspends in it, and then you wipe it off. And it's gaggy. So Albolene. Now, other than Albolene, there is one remover that has truly snatched my wig this year, because I've been using Albolene for like 10 years. But the One Size Go Off spray. This is, hands down, one of the most genius makeup removing products I have ever seen invented, and only somebody like Patrick Starr could have invented it. This is a makeup dissolving mist, so it's super oily, very fine mist spray. You go, tss. I do a liberal spray of it. I let it sit for about 60 seconds, and then I'll take one makeup wipe and take the whole thing off. This slowly eats your face off, like in a very gentle, oily way. And that way, when you go to wipe, you're not wiping like powdered set makeup. You're wiping makeup that's sort of been dissolved and dislocated from your skin. It makes the process much easier. You use less wipes, you scrub your face less. I mean, until I started using this, I would run into issues where I'd be stripping my skin trying to remove makeup. And even Albolene, which I love, wasn't quite enough for how crazy I am with how much makeup I wear. So these two together, you guys are constantly saying like, I can't believe you wear so much makeup and your skin looks like that. I'm pretty lucky to have good skin, but also having products like this that actually remove everything, it's gaggy. By the way, I never wear lip gloss that much in drag. I'm wearing Pink Slip from Trixie Cosmetics. It's pretty, right? I put it on and was like, why don't I ever wear this? Well, it's because normally I don't have an updo on and I have like hair in my face. But I love this color. Pink Slip, Trixie Cosmetics. All right, what else we got here? I have this Scott Barnes contour palette. This is such a nice little contour palette, you guys. I think it's 8 colors, magnetic closure. You can see mine, it definitely gets used, definitely traveled the world a little bit. I use this on Queen of the Universe, I use it on I use it on stage shows. It has a great array of shades with completely different sort of undertones. There's some more gray mauve-y ones, there's some very gold browny ones. I tend to like the very gold browny contours for me. There's even some more red ones. I wouldn't say this would work for every skin tone. I mean, if you're going very deep or very fair, you probably need something else. But for somebody like me who's like a light medium, this is perfect. I mean, I can't tell you how brainless it makes it when we're packing for drag to just get this and know I can do my cheeks, my hairline, my nose. I can do the whole face with this basically as far as contouring. This is a beautiful palette. You know, Scott Barnes, great job. You're an up and coming makeup artist and there's hope for you. This was kind of a fun little sleeper hit. This is from About Face. This is the highlight fluid. I have a couple of these. You can see I have another one. You can see there's another one floating in there. These are really pretty, very high pearlized liquid highlighter. I don't know how to describe this other than I'm just gonna say it. Some liquid highlighters look metallic and some look pearlized. This looks very pearlized. You can tell that the pigments are spherical. It has a very flattering, rounding, glowing effect, versus on my skin, metallic finishes tend to have more of a harsh texturizing effect. This is really beautiful. I'll take, an eyedropper of this and I'll mix it into foundation and do my arms. If I'm out of drag and going to the club, sometimes I'll take a little bit and just put it like right on the tips of my cheekbones. It's subtle and like enough that it doesn't necessarily look like highlighter, it just looks like hydration. And I'm very dry, so I really like that. And I mean, I have to say, I don't know the music of Halsey. Put me in prison. I can't name a single song. I'm not even clear what the person looks like. But About Face really turns out some beautiful products with some beautiful packaging. I mean, the Kimchi, the most multitasking superstar concealer. I mean, I use this, Fina Barbital uses this, Katya uses this. Beautiful, full coverage concealer. You get an absurd amount of product in here. I've used this all year. I'm probably not even halfway through. This is my favorite concealer to use when I sketch around my brows, when I'm doing this kind of thing, like boop, 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 boop. I've used this all over my face. I've used her concealers only to do my full drag makeup. I think in drag world, we have a tendency to get competitive, and with Kim's company, I never feel competitive. I feel excited and thrilled when they put out just a cool, easy to use, intuitive product like this. I don't know what color this is, but she sent me the whole line when it came out. There's a crazy amount of shades. There's correctors, and the price point is amazing. If you're doing e-commerce, you could buy a few of these and then mix them, and then you'll always have the perfect match for yourself. Great job, Kim. Keeping it going with Kim. I love these bronzers. Kimberly, I'm sure she doesn't watch my videos, but the Thaler bronzes, this one's I Went to Venice. I use this one a lot because again, I like really gold sort of contour colors. I love the component. Obviously, I love the little heart. I love the formula. It's the perfect size. I like that they're numbered 1 through I think 5 or 6, which makes them very easy to navigate. Before I put hair on, I find myself using this all the way around the hairline to kind of like help blend and match what I'm doing. This is really nice. Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. We gotta give it up for the girls. I mean, I use this like every day. Probably 6 out of 7 times I get in drag. I use this all the time. It's full coverage. It has a matte finish, like a natural matte finish. It has a very velvety, like almost look to the skin where it really smooths texture well. Like this almost, I'm surprised this wasn't marketed as an anti-aging foundation. It does say wears up to 24 hours. I'm a sweaty man playing a guitar, telling jokes on stage. It does not last me 24 hours. But for the 4 or 6 hours I need it to look good, it looks great. I'm more interested in something looking really good for a window of time. I don't necessarily need it to wear 12 hours. If I'm going somewhere where I still need to look good, I'm probably just gonna reapply. That's how I feel. As far as setting powders, I loved the Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powders. I have one in banana and one in translucent. I use the translucent one. I probably used 3 entire jars of this year. They're so good, very smoothing, very oil controlling. When I use this setting powder versus other setting powders, I can tell a difference in how the foundation lays and how long it wears. There is a difference. I just started using banana, which is a little more yellow, which I thought, not to be ignorant, I thought it was gonna be closer to Ben Nye banana, which is definitely too yellow for me, but it has a very nice, it's the color of like a sugar cookie. They shouldn't call it banana because it's not that deep or that gold. It's a beautiful translucent powder. And I'll say this, winning a sickening supply of Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is one of those products that I'm very happy to be able to just email them and say, can you send me more? Because I love this setting powder. I also love a big jar. This is a generous sized jar. This Patrick Star Visionary eyeshadow palette is just beautiful. I admittedly don't watch that many Patrick Star videos, put me in makeup jail, whatever, I'm a busy woman. I think that she and I probably have very similar makeup training or makeup like ideas because whenever she puts out a product, I'm like, it's like she made it for me. Like I love One Size Beauty. The products are so intuitive. I think I've talked about this before on this channel. Look at this. Look at this palette. You see how it has like a lip right there? Like it's not congruent. When I first got it, I thought maybe it was like a manufacturing mistake. It's so that when you have long nails, you can easily open it. I'm sorry, it takes a queen to know a queen. That is so smart. Now, mine is very used. The lineup here is really beautiful. There's blacks and creams and some fun neutrals. There's like a gunmetal, there's an army green. There's even some good names. This one is called Turban Legend. That is so funny to me. I find myself doing my eyes with this, doing my brows with this, and the fact that it has a nice deep matte black, as a drag queen, I end up reaching for it a lot. So congratulations. I think this was their first shadow palette and it's really amazing. Brushes, Hank and Henry brushes, you guys. Hank and Henry brushes are so beautiful. Long, nice, thick, sturdy handle, nice, well-made ferrule, full density bristles, synthetic, super soft, super dense. Hank & Henry makes a lot of beautiful products, but their brushes I think are some of the most beautiful brushes on the market. I think they are. The price is great, the density is great, the softness, really, really good. All right, for lip colors, obviously at Trixie Cosmetics, we make a lot of great lip colors, but I really love the Maybelline Superstay lip colors. I grabbed a couple here. I have one in Driver, which I wear all the time, and Romantic, I wear all the time. So beautiful, so pigmented, smooth. You know how lipsticks are either creamy and wet feeling or some are very dry feeling? This one dries to like a vinyl plastic finish. Your lip feels like it's wrapped in saran wrap. I know that's a weird thing to say, but it's comfortable and it wears really well. I use these on I use these on tour. I use these on live shows. I just had a big show in Los Angeles 2 weeks ago, thousands of people at the Novo Theater. I wore one of these. They're just dependable. They blend really easily with the lip liners. They're accessible. If I lost my makeup kit, I know I can get great lip colors at a CVS. Like, easy. I couldn't recommend these enough. There's easily, I think like 30 shades. I mean, they have everything from a black and a deep purple to like a very light nude, reds, pinks, purple, I mean, anything you want, browns. I think these are just some of their best products. I'm kind of a Maybelline stan. I think that as far as drugstore level price point, Maybelline does the best makeup. These lip colors are just gaggy. I mean, if these had a high-end label on them, I would believe that these are like $30 lip colors. They are so good. If you haven't tried them, seriously, wander down to Target or whatever, and just pick up one or two. They are so gaggy. They really are. Fragrances. I love fragrances. I normally wear MAC Candy Yum Yum. I wear MAC Turquoise. I wear all kinds of stuff. But I really love Perfect by Marc Jacobs. I love the packaging. Look at it. The little toy, so cute. It smells so pretty. It's floral, but a little sweet, but a little bit citrus. It's so feminine and so young and sexy and cool. And this one, people are always like, what are you wearing? And I go, I'm wearing Perfect. And they laugh and I'm like, no, it's Marc Jacobs Perfect. And for me to be halfway through a fragrance means I use it a lot because I usually like to switch it up with fragrances, but I love this one. It's so pretty. And I love the bottle. Like when people are backstage in my dressing room saying hi, I like this sitting out. I think it looks pretty. And let's be honest, with perfume bottles and stuff, what it looks like sitting out does matter. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I mean, I don't want to say feminine because everybody's feminine in a different way, but let's just say that this has a very femme presenting profile. So if you're a boy who wants to wear something really sassy, this is so pretty. This is like an old superstar for me, but I just love it. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder. I have these in probably 5 or 6 different colors. I usually use NW10, N3, NW45. They're a super full coverage powder foundation. So I will set my full coverage cream foundations with translucent powder, and then I'll redo the highlights and contours usually with Studio Fix powder. It's so handy to have on set because they're very full coverage. This is probably just a Trixie problem, but I'm just gonna tell you guys. I will sweat a lot and then I'll go to dab my nose and my entire white line that I've drawn on comes off on the puff. And I'm on camera and cameras are rolling and I have to fix it. I will take an eyeshadow brush, flip open this sucker and draw on another nose with powder and it's unclockable. I couldn't imagine doing makeup without these. I've been using these for like 10 years. In the world of makeup where everything's new and changing, I'm so glad these never get changed. The price goes up, but they never change the formula, which is really great. Now this is a brand new one, but I love this sponge. This is the Real Techniques Miracle Face and Body Sponge. The little ones are so good, but these ones that are meant, I guess, more for your body are so gaggy. When this gets wet, I'm not kidding, it swells up to the size of like a football. And for somebody who wears foundation on my head, my neck, my chest, my arms, having a giant beauty blender to like, it helps me get ready so fast. These used to be only available in the UK, I believe. And then maybe 2 years ago, they started becoming available in the States. I fucking love these. I love them. I love them. I have a huge head. If you've ever met me, comment below. I'm 6 feet tall and I have a giant head. So giant sponges, giant brushes, it's just like it's made for me. A little eyeshadow brush, that means I can't use that. Like I need like big products. These are so, so good. I think you could probably get them at Target, but I'm just obsessed with them. So I always have a few on hand because they make getting ready so easy. So for glosses, there's a few glosses I was really proud of at Trixie Cosmetics this year. I loved Synth lip gloss. I love Marsha. But as far as other brands, I really gag for these Maybelline lifter glosses. They're so beautiful. They smell good. I love the packaging. The color range is bananas. The number of colors they have for these, Oh, they smell like almost like a salted butter cookie, but not too crazy, not chemically. The great thing is too, I'm a makeup abuser. So if a makeup product is priced at a point where if something happens to it, I'm not depressed, these are affordable. So like, if I like one, I can just go buy 3. Or if I lose one, I can replace it and not worry about it. Love, love, love. This is a great product, kind of weird, probably only useful to me, but this is the NYX Professional Makeup Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. It's kind of hard to describe what this does, so I'm gonna do it on camera. It just gives individual marker lines for hairs. So like, watch this brow. Look at it now, it looks pretty good, right? But watch. Look at the difference. Look at that brow and look at that brow. This just looks like makeup eyeshadow. That has so much more dimension. Look how that like pops off my face. Isn't that fierce? This is so good. Also, sometimes like today I did a liquid liner to cut this crease. Sometimes I'll cut the crease with an off brown like this instead of a black. And it's just such a nice way to get a clean line. Honey, that is gaggy, right? I mean, there's not enough products like that. I don't know of another brand that makes like a fine point brow pen in a bunch of different colors, and I can get it at CVS. You guys, I live very close to a CVS in Hollywood, so it makes my life very easy when I can get things down the street. All right, so lip liners, there's one that I think is the one, and I've thought it was the one for years. The Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencils. I have a few, and you can tell that I use them a lot because look at that. That used to be full size, and I still use it. I will use a pencil until it is literally a nub that I can no longer sharpen. And this is like a makeup artist tip. When you get a liner this small, do not throw it away. Replace it, and then you put the small one in whatever you take with you. So then you have your little baby travel one, and then you keep the full size one at home. Hello. They're so smooth, so vibrant, a million colors. I wear a lot of foundation. Don't know if you know that. And when I go to put lip pencil on, sometimes it either digs up the foundation because the pencil's too stiff, or it's too wet of a pencil and it lays on top of the foundation in a way that looks very weird. So these are the perfect amount of like full body and creamy where they really cover the foundation and they make my lip line so clean. I love these. The only problem is, you guys, I don't want to be cheap, but these are a little expensive. So I really struggle with that. Otherwise, I would have more of them, but I think they are like upwards of $20 each. But they're nice. Liquid liners, we gotta give it up. There was one honorable mention, which is the House Labs liner in Punk. That is fabulous. But you guys know my favorite black liquid liner is the Lollipop liner from Beauty Bakery. The Lollipop liner from Beauty Bakery in black is just so black. I mean, and it lasts me months. And it's, I mean, when I take my makeup off, everything else will come off and this will still be stuck on my head. The wear on this sucker is crazy. It's a black owned business by a woman named Cashmere who is just lovely. And I couldn't recommend this enough. A black pen liner, a good black pen liner, it makes you so excited to put liner on because you know it's gonna go well. And you're gonna have that moment where you look in the mirror and go like, yeah, bitch. You know what I mean? And liner, unless it's perfect to you, you'll think about it all day. You know what I mean? You have to walk around all day like this. Haven't you ever noticed on my Instagram, all the selfies are like this? Because nothing ever matches. Moving right along. The Wet n Wild highlighting powder, Mega Glow highlighting powder. This one is in Blossom Glow. I'm sorry, these are the best. These are the best highlighters in the world, and they're from the drugstore, and they're stunning. I have 4 or 5 of them. This Blossom Glow one is the one I end up using the most. I have like a palette for touring where I depot all my favorite products and put them in one master palette. There's definitely one of these in there because it's great for the face, great for the body. I've even put this on my lips. I mean, I love these. Could not recommend it more. It's a very soft champagne color. I think a lot of types of skin tones could use this, but they're just wonderful. They're wonderful. And then for Halloween, they'll come out with special ones. I love these. Nail polish. Now, I normally wear nails in drag. I normally wear a square, short, French tip. I know that it's disgusting and it's been pointed out to me by several of you that it actually makes my fingers look shorter, but I do what I want. But when I play guitar live, I have to paint my real nails because I use my real nails to pluck the instrument. So I like a polish that is fast, a salon brush, meaning a square brush, and very fast drying, and one coat. Because for me, 2 minutes into a song on the guitar, my nails are chipping. So I just need something that I can get on quickly, that at the end of the night comes off easily. The Sally Hansen Insta Dry polishes are so beautiful and easy to use. Nice big square brush, full coverage application, affordable. There's a million colors. This is Pink Blank. I use this one a lot for obvious reasons. There's also one that's like this one, but metallic pink. I use that one a lot. And it's great because if it chips playing guitar, which always happens to me every show, at the end of the night, I take my nail polish off every night. on the tour bus. First thing I do is take polish off because I hate being out of drag and having polish on. It might make you guys laugh, but out of drag, I don't like to look like an off-duty drag queen. I like to have eyebrows. I like to wear men's clothing. I like to not have nail polish on. I'm very mask feeling. Even though I'm not mask acting, I'm very mask feeling. And I love these polishes because they work great for the show and then they can come right off in 2 seconds. Great, great, great. Another Makeup Forever product, this little bad boy. One side is foundations and one side is cream cheek and lip colors. And this was originally purchased by me from Alcone, New York to be like my set bag emergency kit. And I actually started using it to get in drag pretty often. Like when I'm going on a trip, let's say I'm going to Milwaukee for just one appearance. I can pack this and just do my whole face with just this. Like cream blushes, cream lips, and foundation all in here. And then I only need a handful of other products and do my whole drag makeup with this thing. That is so cool. The only thing, I am kind of running out of it, but I don't think it was meant to be used often and I do use it a lot. So I'm not gonna fault them for that. I don't really use the cream cheek and lip colors very often, but maybe I should start. And finally, the one product this year that I'm the most excited about, probably the most proud of, I think at Trixie Cosmetics, we have done a lot of cool things. But I think the product that was a big turning point for us as a company was Plant Gay. If you guys don't follow us, Plant Gay was, first of all, the weirdest name for a product. This was the first time we were like, what if we really went weird? And we made something that any other brand, this idea would die in the conference room and never be spoken of again. But for us, I know people who love Trixie Cosmetics, you like a sense of humor, you like a weird story. And I was like, let's just do something weird. Time for a floricultural reset. This is Plant Gay. I loved the color story in this palette. I think it was such a fun way to do green without making it the green we've seen before. Keeping it very gay, keeping it weird. Our most green formulas we've ever used in a palette, all vegan. I love the packaging. And I hope we still sell this for years to come because I really love this product. I think we just snapped. This is the one product that my drag queen friends have all been like, they like the color story in this one. They're like, I use it a lot. This and Bottle Blonde is the ones that people I think use the most. We just snapped, you guys. I love this product. Now, I don't know if anyone cares. There's a few items, bonus items that I use out of drag that I will tell you about out of drag. All right, so hi, it's me. So we do have some other really cool products. Now, this is like my little box of items that I use out of drag all the time. I just wanna show you some of the other stuff I've used through the year. I got my Iris and Bow Glow Hydrate Moisturizer. I have a few of them, but look, mine's almost gone. This company is now called Wild Rose Beauty. This is such a beautiful, beautiful moisturizer. Plumping, moisturizing, it kind of feels like it brightens my skin somehow. It doesn't just moisturize, it actually like brightens it a little bit. You know how some things are like, use a pea-size amount, and you're always like, yeah, that's not working for me. This actually, one little baby pump that's the size of a pea. Whole face, gets you together. Look at that, right on the hand. Oh. I feel so alive. Let's see what else. If I'm using something on my skin, it's usually either the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Hydrator. I've had this like 4 or 5 times. Or MAC Studio Face and Body. I mean, Face and Body is literally almost moisturizer. It's barely even feels like makeup. I guess for the sake of this video, let's mix a little bit of each together. So look at my skin now, take a mental picture, right? And I'm not saying I'm good at a lot of things, but I think I am good at wearing the exact amount of makeup before people realize I have makeup on. The secret is, if you're gonna wear tinted moisturizer as a boy, you gotta wear it into your hairline, you gotta wear it in your ears, on the back of your neck, you gotta wear it anywhere people are gonna look because it's gonna look fake otherwise. Look how even that made me. And it's just like a little bit of 2 drops of nothing. Isn't that amazing? For concealer, this is a little heavy, but I've been with it anyway. This is the Pro Longwear Concealer from MAC. It's just easy. I just use a tiny little bit. And I'll say this, most concealers, you know, if you fall asleep in it, like maybe I have done in my life, in the morning, it's like gone. This concealer, if you fall asleep in it, you wake up in it. That's how long it wears. I don't know how they do it. Actually, I do know how they do it. I believe it's a long wearing polymer. Isn't that gaggy? I just do like a teeny little bit. I just do it on the eyelids. I'm not even pumping. I'm just wiping off what's on there. I do the sides of the nose. Look at that. Beautiful, gorgeous, alive. And then for a little bit of bronzer, I love this Refi cream bronzer. Beautiful. I use this half a brush that broke in half, and I just buff that sucker just on the top of my cheek like that, right here. I have a really wide face, so I just wear a little bit right there. I just take a little bit in the hairline so it matches down the neck. That easy. I'm a brow gel hooker, so I have some 3 favorites. I love the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt. I love the One Size Brow Kiki, and I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel. It's just so good, it's so good. So, I mean, I know we've done a whole video on this, but this brow gel's getting me together, bitch. I'm so lazy. And my brows are not as full as I want them to be, and I'm bald, so look at the difference. Look at the two eyebrows. Come on. Look how nice and full and healthy they look. Yes, yes, yes. And then finally, my favorite face powder, you guys. This turn up the base. This is technically a powder foundation. Just turn up the base face powder from one side, just on the high points of my face, the shiny parts. That's it. Those are my favorite products of 2021, and they'll probably all be there on January 1st, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me for a video. Goodbye.